Well, with me now is Mark McNamee, who's a senior analyst with the advisory firm Frontier Strategy Group. So he specialises in analysing risks actually here in Europe. Mark, thanks for joining us. I mean, show us the evidence is the Russian response to this. And there are even areas where the FBI and the CIA clearly don't entirely see eye to eye. That is the problem that Washington's got, in a sense, isn't it? Spelling it out.
Potentially, but frankly, not particularly so. The big difference really between what the CIA has come out with and then more recently the White House, what they've said, is the fact that they're linking this more directly with Putin and top officials, and specifically they're citing Russian intent to get involved in the elections in order to support Donald Trump and to the detriment of Hillary Clinton. That's sort of where they diverge from the FBI and other intelligence agencies. So there actually isn't that much of a gap really between what the U.S. intelligence agencies, how they see this. All 17 U.S. intelligence agencies, even prior to the election of Trump, all signed on saying that Russia is most definitely involved in hacking into the elections.
Well, you've seen the Moscow response, which is a real sort of, whatever, say what you like, it's a load of old rubbish. Nonetheless, the allegations are extraordinary, aren't they now? I mean, they are right to the very top. So when Mr. Obama talks about taking measures, what sort of measures could be taken, do you think?
Right. Well, first and foremost, what has been at least sort of acknowledged or what they're leading to most likely would be towards further unveiling the wealth and the sources of wealth of Putin and other top officials, which of course would be damaging to their credibility, but it really fundamentally wouldn't be anything necessarily new. Not to mention, for the Russian population, they're already accustomed to this. They already know the status of their officials and the levels of corruption in the Russian government. But beyond that, Obama was pretty sort of explicit in being intentionally vague, if you will, by saying there are some things that we'll do which potentially wouldn't be published, would occur sort of behind the scenes. And there are lots of things through the cyber world that the U.S. could do.
Yeah, I mean, interestingly, because he's got, what, 4 or 5 weeks to decide what to do or carry on being suitably vague. And then Donald Trump comes in, he thinks it's all rubbish anyway. We move into a different sort of dynamic.
Sure. And that's potential there. So as far as timing for a reaction from the U.S., I would expect something to occur in the coming weeks, because Obama definitely recognizes that it's unclear the policy agenda that Trump will have, so the next administration. So he has a timeline in order to sort of get what he would like done. As for the Trump presidency and what that involves in the future of the relationship with Russia, obviously that's an entirely new can of worms, so we'll see how that develops.
Who knows at the moment. Mark, thank you very much indeed. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Well, if you want more on the story, there's a lot of it, certainly. We've got an article, for example, by Ian Katz with an interview with the former Clinton aide Neera Tanden, whose emails were hacked. It's all there on the website, Truth or Treason, bbc.com/news. You can download the BBC News app as well.